Over the course of this unit, I've had the opportunity to intern on the events management team at Volleyball Australia in preparation for VolleyFest 2019. VolleyFest 2019 was the 5th edition of the event held on Manly Beach and encompasses a series of beach volleyball events, including the Australian Beach Volleyball Tour, Australian Championships, New South Wales Beach Volleyball Schools Cup, and the FIVB World Tour 3-star event. VolleyFest is aimed at all levels of the sport and encompasses community involvement. VolleyFest has become the premier event on the Australian beach volleyball calendar and supports the athlete pathways for Australian and international athletes to events all over the world, including the Tokyo Olympic Games. As part of the VolleyFest event, I had the responsibility to manage the VIP area. As a part of this, we ran into some potential issues of not having any volunteers with an RSA to serve alcohol for the event. As a legal parameter and code of conduct of the event and New South Wales laws, I completed my RSA course to provide support for the VIP area when needed. I believe throughout my time with Volleyball Australia, I've been aware and adhered to all codes of conduct laid out by the organisation, from codes of conduct in regard to the use of computer software to my general personal presentation while at work. Experience working on the Volleyball Australia team has been incredible. I have been given so many learning opportunities as well as being able to work with a fantastic team. There were several expectations and learning outcomes that were set out for me by my supervisor. Some of these included stakeholder communications, where prior and during the event I liaised with caterers for the VIP functions. I was also liaising with key sponsors and important figures in the volleyball community. Website and database management, where prior to the event I was responsible for several duties, including updating official profiles and creating event accreditations over Volleyball Australia's database system, Events Air. Unfortunately, I didn't get the opportunity to do any event marketing and promotion, as this was all done prior to me starting with Volleyball Australia. Logistics and operational event organisation. There was a large amount of logistics and operational duties that I undertook at the event. For example, I worked the preliminary inquiries, where we dealt with the distribution of athlete uniforms, event information, and general questions asked by athletes, coaches, and referees. Throughout the course of working with Volleyball Australia, I have been able to identify my strengths in the workplace. I have identified communication, teamwork, and organisation as 3 of my current skills, which have only developed further with the experience I have gained with Volleyball Australia. Throughout the organisation of VolleyFest, I have gained an immense amount of knowledge in specifically the event management area and in general the sport of volleyball. I have also gained some great computer skills, including database management, Photoshop, and the use of Excel for so many different tasks. Throughout the course of my internship, I have had the opportunity to gain amazing skills, but I've also been exposed to so many learning opportunities. I've had a glimpse of the event management profession and how many different aspects, big and small, there are in preparation for a single event. I've had the opportunity to witness some key collaboration aspects of the organisation, the main one being how much of a team the entire organisation is. I found throughout the professional placement that each person at Volleyball Australia has a key role. Each key role is crucial to the next. No event would be possible without the team at Volleyball Australia and the external stakeholders that take a major part in the smooth running of the events themselves. Coming into this internship, I had no previous knowledge of the sport of beach volleyball, and one of my prior goals to applying for any internship was to gain an understanding of a sport that I was not familiar with. I can confidently say that I have learned a lot about a brand new sport, and I feel as though this will be extremely valuable in my future career, whether it is somewhere within volleyball or a completely new sport. As mentioned in the previous slide, teamwork is one of the key aspects that I noticed at Volleyball Australia. This is an ideal example of key collaboration at my internship. The aspects of this were noticed not only prior to the event, but also during and post-event. There are so many roles that are extremely important to events that I may not have realised from those looking from the outside. For example, 2 of the essential roles that shocked me as to how much of an impact they had on the event were the court managers. Their role was to ensure that all was running smoothly on their assigned court. The volunteers were where they were supposed to be on court and doing their role correctly, ensuring athletes had the correct uniforms, ensuring there was a game ball, ensuring the referees, and most importantly, if they did run into an issue, they knew who to call for help. The volunteer manager was another role that was essential to the collaboration of the event. Without the volunteer manager at the event, Volley Fest would not have been able to run. She pulled together a vast range of skilled volunteers to undertake so many different roles. One of the specific times of the event that showed specific collaboration from everybody, including myself, was the medal ceremony. We had the court manager setting up the flags and podiums between the final game and ceremony. The volunteer manager organising where the volunteers needed to be and what they needed to do. The competition office, including myself, was responsible for organising the medals, boomerangs, kangaroos and champagne to be presented to the athletes and referees. This was all done prior to the ceremony. Once the medal ceremony was underway, we had to ensure we were presenting the correct prizes/medals to the correct presenters, who were key figures in the volleyball community. We had our DJs playing the national anthems after the gold medalists had been presented with their medals. Overall, the team at VolleyFest were able to collaborate on all aspects of the event. Everyone worked well together to produce a successful 3-star beach volleyball event. After I finish uni, I will be pursuing a career in sports management. I would ideally like to work in events. However, sport can be difficult to work in. I plan on starting wherever I can get a job and build up my experience over the years. This will give me the opportunity to not only build my resume, but also get exposure in different areas of the industry that may not currently be on my radar as a potential area that I would be interested in. I hope to one day work up enough experience and be working in an events position at a national sporting level. In my path of gaining experience, I would also like to work internationally. I don't have a preference of the area, I just believe it would be a fantastic experience and I would gain skills and knowledge that I may not be exposed to here in Australia. I believe that Volleyball Australia has given me a great taste for the sports industry, as well as preparing me to enter the workplace. Throughout my internship, I've had so much support from not only the team at Volleyball Australia, but most specifically my supervisor Verity, and also the team that worked at the VolleyFest event. I have been given so much opportunity to learn, both independently and in a team. I look forward to what's to come with the rest of my time with Volleyball Australia.